Hello, welcome to episode 18 of Bayern Bud or Bust. I'm Bud FM, and as always, thanks for coming back. It's the second episode now in season 3. If you watched the last episode, you'll know I wanted to get a big chunk of games out of the way so I could have this live con today. And we have played a lot of games, and I have messed about a bit here and there with tactics and stuff. I've still got a few ideas. I'll get there in the end, I promise. I'm just having fun with it. So we've got a lot of games to get through, so I'm really going to try and do them quick. So let's get going. First game, it was shit. We got to beat 1-0 off Hoffenheim away. Next game, though, we bounced back and we got a 1-0 win. You've got to win any way you can. Rene Ben, who, by the way, is playing in midfield, scored the penalty. And we beat Hanover 96, 1-0. Buzzing with that. Next, it was Champions League football time. We had a trip to the new Stamford Bridge and we got beat off Chelsea. It was only 1-0 in all. Renato scored their goal. He is a top-class player. It was close. We could have got something out of this. We bounced back, though, from that defeat at Chelsea in the Champions League, and we absolutely destroyed Gladbach 5-0. Abdullahi, who is really coming on now this year, he scored 2. Paula scored 2, and Lazaridis scored as well, so really chuffed. On to Köln and back to the Allianz Arena. And what a game this was. What an absolutely amazing game this was. 5-3. Rene Ben got 2. We had an own goal from one of their players. Abdullahi scored again. And so did Fring. But 5-3. So entertaining. It made an amazing live com. And after the dramatics of our 5-3 win, we had a 1-1 Borefest against Leverkusen at their place. But it was away from home. So at least we didn't get beat. At least we're picking up okay points. Abdullahi scored, pulled it back for us in the 89th minute. Next up again, it was the Champions League and we played the number 1 seeds in our group, Standard Liège, and it was 3-2. Great game again. Abdullahi is coming on this year. I think he started the year at 17 million. He's now worth 22 million. He's going to be a big time player. Paris sort of scored and Rene Ben scored from midfield. Rene Ben is a beast. So yeah, fantastic game this. And after that fantastic game, again we had another Borefest against Bochum at our place. 0-0 it was. I was well angry. I'll be honest with you, well angry. We should have won this, and I really feel that's points dropped. And if something happens later on in the season, these are the games you look back on, aren't they, and go, that's where we ballsed up. The next game, we had a cheeky friendly. I chucked this in because it was the international break. Not many of my players went away on it. So everyone that was left, I just wanted to keep them going. I don't think they should miss out on a game, miss out on that fitness that the lads who are playing internationally are going to get. So I chucked in a cheeky friendly. We had a trip away and we won 3-0. So I was really chuffed with it, especially because the guy that was in net is a proper kid. But yeah, happy. But wasn't happy when we came back to the Bundesliga and we got beat by Wolfsburg. Now, don't get me wrong, they're a better team. They are good. But it was just one of them games again that we didn't deserve to lose, in my opinion. Rene Ben got our goal again from midfield. I've been playing him in midfield this year and he still scores goals. He's a legend. And the last game, we were back in the Champions League at our place against Galatasaray and we spanked him 3-0. Well chuffed for this. Really good game. Paula Fring scored. One of their guys got an own goal. But yeah, we're not doing bad in the Champions League, so I was really, really happy because obviously we need to be beating teams like this if we want any chance, or if we want to have any chance of getting in the top 2 in the group. And let's start by having a look at the group. We're in Group F. Played 3 games. We're doing okay. We're sitting in second, so if we stay there, I'd be really happy. Can I see us winning that group? I don't know. We'll have to beat Chelsea and get some more points, obviously, but I've got a good feeling. I think we'll get out of the group. It'd be nice if we could get top though, wouldn't it? Because you might get an easier opponent. It would be nice to go one better than the first round because we got knocked out in the first round last year. But I'm just happy. I mean, we're doing really well. Now here's the Bundesliga, and to be fair, it doesn't look like we're doing really well here. We are sitting in 11th, but it's quite tight. I mean, we're in 11th on 11 points. But top of the league, Stuttgart, I've only got 15 points. There's only 4 points between us. That's nothing. Honest, that is now, is it? It's a win and a draw, and we can catch people up here. So I'm not too worried just yet. I think we'll be okay. We've won 3, drawn 2, lost 2. But it just looks shit, I know. But I've got a lot of faith that we can get back up to the top of the league. The Champions League odds are in. PSG and City are the joint favourites. We've got 25-1 to win it. we're not going to win it. I know that. I know we're not going to win it, but that's not that bad, is it? They're not stupid like 1,000 to 1 odds, are they? Also, I've offered me assistant manager a new contract, and he signed it, a 4-year deal worth $6 million. Alexander Mir, I think you say his name. He's got wicked hair. He's a good assistant manager. He's got good skills. And maybe if I really looked, I might be able to improve. But I don't know. I think he's decent, and he's done a good job with me so far. We've got a great working relationship. The wives get on really well. Kids all play together and that. So, yeah, there's no reason to get rid of him. Just stick with him, and hopefully we can do something special here together. Now, the list for the leading producers of German national team footballers is out. And we always make this list. We're always up there with some of the big clubs, even though we haven't really got anyone in the first team squad properly yet. And we've got loads in the youth squads. A lot of our players, like Rene Ben and so on, they're all in like the under-21s. But the first team actually does have some Bayern players in. Some really good ones. Let's have a quick look at them. First up is Fabian Birkenbach. I think he plays for Wolfsburg now, but he was a Bayern youth player worth just short of 30 million, and he's a pretty decent defender. I mean, I would love him in my team right now. 28 years old, with him and Parasot together would be amazing. So it's just one of them where they've let him go and they shouldn't have. Next up is another 28-year-old, Sebastian Augustin. He's class, this lad. Plays for Barcelona. And again, another player. Why did they let him go? Probably, I think it was when they got relegated. Because look how good he is. Defensive midfielder, can play in the centre as well. He's passing, his decision making, he's brave. He's just bloody amazing. And the last player I want to look at is probably one of my favourites who's in the Germany squad. And again, he plays for Barcelona. He's called Thomas Beckers. He is 32, but look how good he is for 32. Imagine I had them guys still in this squad. We really would be challenging for the league, I think. And yeah, you look at a player like that and it's like, oh man, why didn't they keep him? Why didn't they do everything they could to keep him? So yeah, they're 3 players that played for Germany that were originally Bayern Munich players. I always try and keep you updated with what's going on with my facilities, because it's important to me to develop this team, because I can't buy anyone. And we've just completed the renovations or whatever, the upgrade, the expansion to the training facilities. Everything's at its max now because I've got no options now to ask for anything. So that's usually a sign that I think they're all maxed out. So yeah, really happy with that. But what I did do is go to the board and ask for more coaches. Again, you need to get as much in as you can. When you can't buy any players, you need as much help. So I want a big coaching team, I want the best facilities, and that's what we've nearly got. And they've just given me another 3 coaches. So I found these 3 lads. I think they're really good. I think they're the best I can get at the minute. I think they'll improve the team we've got already. They've got some really good skills, and hopefully they'll sign their contracts by the end of this episode. At the minute, I've only just offered them the deal, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, it's good, isn't it? I mean, this is what it's all about, and I'm starting to get excited about this season, even though we are 11th in the Bundesliga. But I just want to have a look at a couple of my players that are doing it so far this year. Obviously, because since the last episode, we've played quite a few games, and one of them is Abdullahi. He's a good young player. He's 20. Look at his hair, though. Imagine having hair like that at 20 years old, eh? He needs one of them hair transplants, doesn't he, like Wayne Rooney? But he's a good player. He's got no greens, but he's just itching to become a very good player, and I think he will. He's now worth 22.5 million. Scored a good few goals for me this year. And now I've brought Ben into midfield. He's playing up top. It's giving Lazaridis a chance to play. We've got Ulrich Bats, the young 16-year-old superstar. I've got Fring, who's a really good young striker as well. So it's good. It really is starting to look a lot better than it did when I first started this series. Talking to Rene Ben, here he is, and he has played all year now, and he's training as well now to be a central midfielder. He's not completely natural there, but he does a good job. I mean, he's a good player, and to have someone like that in midfield who can score goals, which he has done. I think he scored 4 goals in 6 games in the Bundesliga, is a good thing to have in it. Especially, I've got them young strikers now. He's better than most of my midfielders, so it just makes sense to put him back there. Still scoring, and he's a legend, isn't he? And he's only 22 as well. And I love his bloody mohawk. It's the best thing ever. And one of the players I've just mentioned, Lazaridis, is a really good young player. Again, he's a striker, but he can play out he can play behind the strikers. He can play out on the wide on the left, which is something I'm thinking about, maybe having more attacking wide players, maybe inside forwards. But he's good. He's so determined. He's so quick. His finishing is good, and he's 18. He's going to be a very good player. His technique is 17. I think he can become potentially the best striker at the club. The last player I want to look at is Bruno Parasot. Just quickly, is that young lad who I've had since the start. He's played nearly every game for me so far. He's now 18, he's French. I think he'll become an international one day, easily. And he's improving. But when you watch him sometimes, he looks like an experienced centre-half. But he's still only 18. It's just crazy. So, yeah, definitely got to keep hold of this boy. Right then, we're on to today's live comp, and it's against RB Leipzig. Now, the reason I wanted to play these is because they're the best team in Germany, apparently. They've won one league title since we've started. And they lost it last year to Dortmund, but they've got some of the best players in the league. They're an amazing club in the future. They're playing at our place today, but they're playing in a massive stadium. I think it's one of the old World Cup stadiums. It's a lovely looking stadium. Now, I know a lot of people slag this club off, and I didn't really know much about it. I had a quick look online, and I know they bought the license off a team called SSV Markranstadt. Is that how you say it? And then they took their license and developed RB Leipzig. But that club itself got to stay alive, and I don't know if it started again, but it's down in the bottom leagues, and this is where they play. So they're still playing, and they're actually an affiliate of Red Bull Leipzig as well. So they're still like kind of looking after them. I think they just nicked their license. I don't know how that worked. If they nicked their license, right, how did they still carry on without that license? Did they have to apply for? I don't know. But they still exist at least. Do you know what I mean? So that's something, but it's going to be a tough game today. Every time we've ever played these, it's a high-scoring, crazy game. I think I managed to pull off a draw against them last year, was it? But we've never beat them. It's always like 5-4 or something stupid like that. So hopefully, I picked it really because hopefully, win or lose, it should be entertaining. Lots of goals, fingers crossed. Now here we are with the manager. He's called Marco Koffler. He's 49, he's an Austrian. Never played for his country. And it surprises me this, because this is one of the biggest clubs in Germany, right? Fantastic facilities, fantastic players. I don't think he's that good. I think he looks bang averagely shit to be a manager of a massive club in Germany. So I am surprised by that. Hopefully that'll be a good advantage for us today. Now, we used to look at the captain and the key player. Now I try and shave it off a bit and we just look at their best player. But I'm going to look at two of their players because they're quite good, just to show you what kind of players they've got. And the first one is Andrew Chronopoulos. He's German, another German with a Greek name. He's a striker. He's only 26 and plays for Germany as well. And he's so good. Ooh, it looks so good, doesn't it? Hey, just look at them stats. Scary. The other player we're going to look at is their actual key player, and it's Kleber Araujo, Ecuador. Bing, bing. Do you remember that song? Anyway, he's 30 years old. Again, he's another striker, and again, he's absolutely beastly. Them two up front, eh? Let's hope he plays one striker and not two, because I might start shitting my pants. Onto the team lineups, and they're playing a standard 4-4-2, which is nice to see. Big fan. We're playing the same tactic I've been. We've been sticking with it. It's doing okay. I am a bit dubious, I don't know, but I'm going to give it one go today, and I think, again, I've got some ideas, and I'm going to try some stuff out in the future. You'll find out in a future episode, maybe. But we've got Forlis in goal. We've got SM Boa and Parisot at the back, with Dampfling ahead of them. Bukowski and Karasu on the wing-backs. Tok, Ben and Felgenhauer in the middle. Lazaridis and Fring up top today. Onto the press report, and they're saying they fancy Leipzig to win this. Having looked at the lineups, they're better, and they are. They're also favourites, even though we're at our place. You never know in football though. These games have been crazy. Every time I play these, no matter who their manager is, no matter what formation, no matter what players, they're always crazy games. Right then, here we are with them. I'm getting excited now. This is my favourite bit. I'm going to be assertive and say, go out there and enjoy yourselves. Just go and have fun, because no pressure on us, is there? I mean, it probably is now. Watch this be a 0-0 Bowfest. I keep bigging it up and it'll be 0-0, but there's no pressure on us. We're not expected to win, so just go and have some fun. And you never know. In today's Bundesliga game, it's FC Bayern Munich versus RB Leipzig. Right, Leipzig have kicked off today, and we're playing in exactly opposite kits. Just swap colours round. I like that. Right, come on, early free kick. Fring to take it. They've dealt with that, but Ben's got it on the edge of the box. Give it back to Fring. Fring to Dampfling. What's he doing with it? Give it to Lazaridis. Right, here they come. They're a good side. I mean, I was surprised they didn't win the league last year. I think they only lost it in the last game of the season. They were top of the league, and here they come, and they've scored straight away. 9 minutes in, 1-0, piss off. Yeah, watch the replay. Drills it along the floor. I love these. You can't beat them sometimes. And yeah, 1-0, top man scores. So yeah, what are we here now? Just over 10 minutes in. Both had a chance. We're edging it a little bit in the possession. But yeah, I was saying earlier, they only lost the league, I think, last game of the season. So they were unlucky. But yeah, good team, man. It's going to be hard this today. Just want to score a goal at least. See, I know it's not Red Bull, right? We all know it's Red Bull. There's that loophole in Germany. You can't use a product or something, so they call them Rosensport or Raisinsport or something. Here we go. Come on, Felgenhauer. But we all know it's Red Bull, don't we? But oh, go on. Oh, Fring 1-on-1. Get in. I'm having that. Yeah, Lazaridis threads it through. What are their defenders doing? He's laid it. That was shocking, man. Well done, Fring, for pouncing on that. 1-1. Oh, I couldn't be happier here now. I mean, we're edging it. I play possession football these days, so we usually have more of it, which is quite weird for me because for years I haven't. So I do like it. They've passed it around well. This tactic's decent, but I've had an idea of something a bit different that might suit the players I've got better. And I'm excited to try it out. But here's Karasu now. Whip it in, lad. He has done. Oh, Toki. Yeah, after this, I've got to go to IKEA to try out mattresses. So excited. I can't wait to go to IKEA. It bores me. Although in England now, they started to call it IKEA. IKEA. What does that even mean? Oh, come on, here's Rene Ben. He loves it in midfield, you know. Suits him. He's such a good player. He just doesn't improve. He is what he is. But he just does it. He does it. Lazaridis! Is that definitely a goal? Get in. Watch this. Rene Ben in midfield. Gives it young Lazaridis. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. Right, here's Fringy with a free kick. Oh, that was close. Lazaridis. Now, we're starting to put on the pressure. The crowd are roaring, man. We are behind these. Karasu, nice and low. Has that gone in? It's gone in. Watch this. Karasu does a drill along the floor and it goes in off his defender. That's pathetic. 3-1. I can't believe this is 3-1. So, they've only had one shot and they scored off it. Oh man, does it get any better than this? I'm actually looking forward to going to IKEA now. Right, here's Fring. Can we get another? It's not even 40 minutes in. We're still in the first half and it's 3-1. This is the best day ever. Right, here's Fringy. Passes it to Ben. Go on, Ben. Have a shot. He does. Right, Rene Ben, edge of the box. Gives it to Tok to Felgenhauer. He gives it to Karasu. Karasu! Good shot with the outside of his foot. Right, end of the first half. And what a first half. Always goals. Just usually we score less than them. Wow, 3 really good goals, man. I'm so proud of these lads. They're getting so much better together as a team. Well proud. I'm sticking with this tactic, man. I'm just going to stay calm. Under this table, my legs are like that. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm such a gimp for Football Manager. Anyway, I'm going to stay calm and say I am very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. And I'll take that. Let's get going. And we've kicked off the second half here at the Allianz Arena, the beautiful Allianz Arena. Oh, where they come. What's his name? He's a good player, isn't he? Chrononopolopoulos. But we've dealt with it. Tok's headed it away, but a bit of pressure now from Red Bull. Out on the wide on the right, Alberic, I think his name is. Oh, come on, Felgenhauer. You should have dealt with that then, I think. Yeah, a bit of pressure here. This feels like a goal. I'll be honest with you. This feels like one of them highlights when they score. So yeah, also, I've got a new couch today, 2 leather suites. Didn't think about how I was going to get them in the house, did I? But I'm going to make some changes. 25 minutes to go. I'm going to bring on Boning, Kalak and Ulrich Bats, the young kid. I would love him to score today. How good would that be? 16 and he is absolutely class. But I've just assertively told him to concentrate because, I mean, it can change still, 15 minutes. But to be 3-1 up against a team like this, I'm proper proud of this. Proper chuff, really. I'll be honest with you. Just really makes you feel good because I'm working so hard with these lads and trying to build everything up the right way without being able to buy anyone. That I feel really good about it. Right, here's Ben again. He's playing so well today, Rene Ben, I think he is. Anyway, just dictating it in the middle of the park. Passing it out, moving around. I love it. Here's Karasu wide out on the right. Can he get past his man and whip a ball? And he has done. Crosses it in. We had it. Oh, I headed it well over. Stat-wise, though, we've had 16 chances. They've had 4. We've had 61% of the ball. I mean, we have deserved this. We have really deserved this today. Come on. They're long balling it now. They're long balling it. They're desperate. He's charging forward, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he slots it home. Shit.
3-2.
Yeah, long ball desperation. Alba Ricky, I think his name is. Right under the keeper. That was pathetic, man. Right, come on. Boom it forward. Boom it. What? How much injury time we got? We don't know yet. But they're coming at us again. Oh, do one. Do one game. I'm not being 3-1 up. And then losing it at the last minute. That's just the most annoying thing ever, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They don't deserve it. They've played pants. Well done. Right, Boning, come on, kid. Gives it to Tok. Tok back to Boning, who's on the left. Gives it back to Tok. And a little 1-2 here. Tok, little back heel to Kalak. I love it. Kalak to Ben. Ben, control was poor, but he's managed to keep hold of it and to give it to Boning. Have a shot. Puts on his left, but that was pants. And that's it. Full time. Brilliant. Happy freaking days. We have just beaten the best team in Germany. 3-2. We are such a good unit now. I am so proud, man. And I think the stats will show you. I think we deserve that. Right then, I've got to be passionate, and I've got to, and I'm going to say a very nice victory. Well done. Can't say much more than that. So chuffed with that. Oh God, so chuffed with it. Loads of greens as well. So yeah, hopefully that's a really good confidence booster. We can charge on now, go on a good run, get out of the Champions League group, possibly even win it, get back up into the European spots. That's the plan. Will that happen? I don't know. Here we are with the Bundesliga, and we're up to 8th, which is quality, and Leipzig is 7th. Something's going on there. I think that might be the manager because he's crap. They've got good players. I know Dortmund are the holders of the league, but Leipzig were the favourites to win it, and they're 7th. His job is on the line, I tell you. So, yeah, we are level with them as well, aren't we? Wow. Also, earlier on in the episode, I told you about 3 coaches I'd offered contracts to. Well, we've offered them, they've accepted them, so really happy with that. I've put them into the training schedule. You can't see all of it, but if you look at the bottom, you'll see each category. You'll see we've got great ratings for every single one now, so that's going to be good for us, good for the players, and hopefully we can improve the squad and kick on the rest of this year. Right then, episode 19. I'm going to have a smaller gap this time. Last time, the big gap was just so we could play Red Bull Leipzig. That was it. So the first game we're going to play is Hoffenheim away in the second round of the Pokal. Then we'll play Werder Bremen away in the Bundesliga. Next game, Galatasaray away in the Champions League. Hopefully we can get a good... Well, I won't win that. Then we'll be at home against Hamburg in the Bundesliga. Away against Kaiserslautern. Now I'm going to do a double live come actually. Yeah, sod it. I'm going to do double live come. I'm going to do the away game against Kaiserslautern because my good friend Grey Haired Gaming, he's got a Germany series with Kaiserslautern. It's quality. It give me a chance to plug in and highlight his series. And then the second live com will play Chelsea in the Champions League, which could be a massive game because if we can get something from that, we might end up doing really well in that group. Go into the Standard Liège game later on. So yeah, sack it. I won't go to, but I'm going to double live com it. Right then, there you go. That's the end of episode 18. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. Really, to beat a team like them was fantastic, especially that way as well, scoring lots of goals. Really exciting game. I loved it. I'm just really proud. My team have really started to come together. Some of them are really starting to kick on a bit now and they're gelling, and it's how you want it to work, but it's just really good feeling when it starts to work. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Come join the family, and hopefully you'll come back for the double icon. We're going to have a Bundesliga game and the Champions League game in episode 19. So yeah, as always, thank you. You mean the world to me if you're watching it up until this point anyway. Take care. Have a nice day. Auf Wiedersehen.